Hello again, all Life Path number ones. This is your September reading for 2019. As you can see, I've changed my banner sort of type thing. I've actually made a banner for the channel, which is it's still under the same name, but I've used the dice as in most of us are throwing dice on our life path, if you like. And it depends on where those dice fall. That's why I do tarot readings, and that's why I do numerology. So the dice sort of hit a chord with me because it's got all the numbers on it, sort of type thing. So anyway, I'll put your number down now so you know it's your life path reading. So I've shuffled your cards, and I'm going to actually do a spread for this month. The energy is quite intense at the moment, I'm going to say. I'm going to do the horseshoe, what I call the horseshoe spread, which is the cards that come down sort of type thing, and you've got a card in the middle. We also have extra message, again from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. And you guys this month, you got two. I picked one card and one card fell out of the deck, so I'm going to read both of them out of the book at the end of the main reading. So I'll leave that till the end. So I haven't put your spread down, so I'm going to do the spread sort of type thing on my desk. You won't be able to see it, but I'll bring the cards up. So we're just going to lay the cards out. I might as well turn them over so I can actually see what they are. Okie dokie. And if I need to pull clarifying cards, I will too. So that's why I've decided that I'm going to go and do a spread. So your past card is the Eight of Michael. The Eight of Michael is being in a self-imposed imprisonment sort of type thing, a self-imposed limitations, self-imposed way of being, if you like. All you've got to do is walk out those gates and set yourself free. You've got to make that courageous choice, if you haven't done already, as this is in your past, to walk out those gates and free you from any limiting situation. I will read what it says at the bottom. You can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing clearly. So hopefully that being a past card, you now see clearly into where you're going now. I do remember your reading from August. You either took my advice or you didn't take my advice, but you still have time till the end of the year to free yourself from a situation, is what I'm getting from this card, if you haven't already done it. But it's telling you that you can actually set yourself free, that you can be free from limiting beliefs, limiting situations, limiting relationships, limiting friendships, limited working situations, all this sort of type thing. I'm doing general readings here. This is not for one specific person. So that card's a big one. It's a number 8 as well. If you know a number 8 sort of type thing. It's the infinity symbol. So you can be free of this situation. You have infinite possibilities waiting outside those gates. So it's maybe time that you started believing in yourself as well. Limiting beliefs in yourself. You are better than you think you are. So we'll carry on and pull up your next card, which is your present card, or your present situation, is the Knight of Ariel, and it reads, there is so much to accomplish, make a very detailed plan, being watched over by somebody kind. So you've got Archangel Ariel down here, planting seeds, if you like, or planting coins. Well, she's actually planting coins, but it's more the intention that she's planting the seeds for you. So you've got Archangel Ariel or somebody over there in your environment planting seeds. They could be planting ideas of seeds. They could be basically on your side, basically cheerleading you. If you have an idea that you need to go out and start, now's the time to basically start it in September, is what I'm taking from this card. But like it says, you know, there is so very much to accomplish, make a very detailed plan. So it's asking you to make a detailed plan as well. And if you've got these ideas, if you want to go out there and plant these ideas or these seeds of ideas, make a very detailed plan of how you're going to do it. You've set yourself free from, you know, this is your past card. You've set yourself free to do whatever you've been placed here to do at this point in time, I'm going to say. So you could have the backing of family or friends or mentors. There could be a lot of scenarios with this one, but there's some detailed plan that you need to make to get to where you're going. So your future card here is a major arcana. You've only got two, or so far you've only got two, and it's called Perspective in this card, and it's a number 12. And it says, there is a better way, pause for reflection and insight, and dare to be different. So if you're daring to be different in the present, this is actually a really good card to have in your future position, because it's telling me that, yeah, you might have found this better way, which is going to lead to, you know, a different perspective on your life, on where you're going in life. Sorry for the glare on the cards. But there is a better way than what you're doing or what you've been doing way back here in the past. Your past card is quite telling. Don't bring that past into the future. I know it's very safe to stay in what you know and what you've experienced in life and what you've been doing so far, but you need to open those gates and walk out those gates, because, you know, I think from what I can see on the table, you have a crossroads coming up, but we'll get to that one. I'm jumping cards here. Definitely, if you've got an idea, plant those seeds of those ideas, make a detailed plan, because your future's looking very bright, because this is a major arcana card and they come along for a reason. There might be some slight thing in your plan, that's why they're telling you here to make a detailed plan, that you might just have to find a better way. May have to rearrange a plan or some part of that detailed plan, but there might be a better way to do it. It says pause for reflection and insight. So maybe you might just have to do a bit of a step back, have a look at that plan, look how things are working, because you might just have to alter it a little bit. I've already done a video on the astrology for September, so there may be something in the astrology too that may help you. New moons, full moons, all that sort of type thing. Even in the present time in September here, make a detailed plan, put your wishes and intention list into good use here. There are, I think it's September, there's two, we just had that, I think there's a new moon on the 30th, I think, in the sign of Virgo. That was at the end of August. And there is one, I think it's around about the 28th of September in the sign of Libra, is another new moon. So make sure you do your wishes and intentions list, as well as doing a very detailed plan here. So your best path to follow is the Nine of Gabriel, and it says stay determined and move forward, be prepared for any possibility. So any possibility, again, you know, be prepared to change your plans. Sometimes when we make plans, the universe has a better option for us and they will show us the better option. But this is saying, it's a 9 as well, okay? So you're at the end of, not the end, quite the end, as the 10 is the end of a cycle. You're at that, you're coming out of this sort of, making detailed plans and all this sort of type thing. Yes, there might be a better way to do what you're trying to do, but this card is also saying stay determined in what you're doing. You are on the right path. Whatever you've got, that seed of intention or that seed of a plan or an idea, now's the time. So that is your best path to follow, is stay determined. It might not go exactly how you want it to go. Plans always change, and that's kind of life on earth, if you like. And it says be prepared for any possibility. Excuse me. So I'm going to say also have a plan B and maybe even a plan C. When they say a detailed plan in the present, have 3 detailed plans, that if something happens or occurs, you have a plan B and a plan C. So this is where this, there is a better way. Maybe having even a couple of plans, is going to help you. But yeah, this card is telling you to stay determined. There's one card I neglected to actually pull up, and I should have pulled it up first. And this is your middle card, is the Empress. I'm just going to read what it says at the bottom. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. So that's your middle card. That's your present card. And this is your future card. All those cards pull off of that one thing. So even this middle card is telling you to make a plan. Have that plan of action. It's time. You guys are life path number 1s for a reason. You're the go-getters of the life paths. You are the brave souls that go out there, and I'm just going to have a drink of water. Sorry. You're the ones that go out there and put the rest of us to shame, if you like, but not if you're standing behind these gates too afraid to. So, life's for living, guys. You get out there and show the rest of us how it's done. Make new plans, make new ways in the world. Need I say it? Dare to be different. That is what your life path number is all about, is daring to be different. You are the guys that are going to show a lot of us other life paths, that we don't need to be stuck in these situations. Be fearless. Go out there and be fearless in the world. I'm going to go now to your environments card, and it's another really good card. It's the 9 of Ariel. It says your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for beautiful things in life. So, and with this card, I always point out the rainbow. There's a lovely big rainbow. Rainbows have had a big effect in my life. Every time something major happens, generally in the good way, I see a rainbow, and I even take photos of them and post them on my Facebook page or my personal page. They're very auspicious. So you guys get a rainbow this month for September. So, and like it says on the card, your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. Hard work leads to great success. Make that plan. Make that very detailed plan. A love of the beautiful things in life, and why not? We all love beautiful things in life, but this is saying that your hard work is going to lead to those beautiful things in life, be it a career that you love, a life that you love. Depends on whatever seeds you are planting at the moment. Remember, your future card is a major arcana card, which is going to lead to this situation here of the 9 of Ariel. So and the Empress card here, you know, it says time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. Those two cards go very well together. This is your overall situation. This is your environment. Put those two cards together and I mean, you guys can be unstoppable. Sorry guys. I'm just going to have a drink of water. It's been a very busy day for me. Right, now we're going to come to your hopes and fears card. And it is the Four of Ariel, and it reads, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. I'm still going to come back to your past card here. Change scares everybody. I don't care whether you're 5 years old or whether you're 55 years old. Change is always something that it's not something that you can learn. It's something that you get used to. Change is very, very good most of the time. Change brings us to where we're supposed to be in life. If all of us stayed in this situation here, behind these gates, fearing to go out those gates, what a boring life. And that's all I'm going to say, you know. Get out there and live life, you know, instead of being stuck behind these gates or bound by your own self-imprisonment, your own self-thoughts. Whatever you believe, you can be free of. And this being your hopes and fears card here, the one thing that sticks out to me is being resistant to change. I know it does say on this card also, extremes in how you spend or save money. That's only going to be for a majority of you, not all of you. Depending on what age you are, most of us learn that we have to save money, save, you know, time, be organised, all this sort of type thing. But don't go to any extremes in expenditure, I'm going to say. The money is going to be there basically because you've got the Nine of Ariel here straight underneath it. So don't be frightened that you're not going to have enough money. You know how to save, you know how much you can spend, how much you need to put aside for whatever, bills, utilities. But don't let that be a fear. Don't be fearful, because that fearful is going to make you go back into those gates again. Like I said, my path number one's, you know, get out there and teach the rest of us how to do it. There's seeds that you need to plant. You've got 3 Ariel cards here. Ariel is the suit of coins, telling you, you know, go out and plant these seeds. Look, you know, all these seeds are planted well in a row. They're all straight. There's a plan behind those seeds going into the ground. And basically when your time is to harvest, they will come in, as in this card here is telling you, because of the rainbow also in it. So, and like I said on this card, your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to great success. You know, that's hard work, planting all that out into a paddock. I know I've been a farmer for a long time. That's hard work. That's planning. That's having faith that it'll rain, that the crops won't be destroyed. And I think there's basically your wish card here, saying that, you know, you're well on your way, that your dreams will be fulfilled. So don't be fearful of it. But yeah, don't be resistant to change either. Your final outcome card was the one I was talking about before, and it's the 7 of Michael, and it says there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all details. And this is the Crossroads card I was talking about. And that is your final outcome card. I will pull a clarifier on it though. Sorry. If you can see here, you've got a very clear path. You can see right up to over here. you've got Archangel Michael pointing to this path, and yet you're walking down this path. What I basically get from that is that you might have a change of direction. You might plant all these seeds and stuff. Your future card is also indicating that there is a better way, and you've got Archangel Michael pointing to this better way. See how clear it is all the way up there? So don't be alarmed if a change comes up that points you in another direction that is more beneficial to whatever these seeds are that you're planting, whatever you're planting in the ground here. There is a better path coming up. And I think it'll be lit up like a Christmas tree, because Archangel Michael is that sort of archangel that, you know, he's pointing, he's fluttering in front of you saying, see that over there? How about just go down there and see what it's like? And if you have a look down here, like I said, it's all clear. There's no obstacles, whereas this path is all dark. It's all covered over. You can hardly see 2 feet in front of your face. You might think you're going down the right path at the moment, but there is a better course coming up. So just be aware of that new path coming up here. That's what I'm saying. There could be a course correction here. I'm going to pull one clarifying card on the Seven of Michael, please. And these videos are going to be quite long for September. Okay, so I pulled it on this card here, the Seven of Michael. And we've got another major arcana. You've got 3 for the month of September. And this one here is the Leap of Faith, or if you like, the full card in the normal tarot. So I think, especially with this little bit of a course correction here, taking this path here, it's going to be a leap of faith. You've got to believe that this is the right course. You might not think it's the right course, is what I'm being told. You might think, oh, well, that's not where I planned, and that's not in my plans. This is not the course I had planted way back here in the present card. But you're being asked to take a leap of faith. This is the correct course for you. You've done the work, you've done the hard work. Now you've just got to have faith in this path coming up. So that'll be pretty much, I'd say, at the end of September, because these are just general readings and they're for the month of September. So when this course correction here comes up, take that leap of faith, because you are in the right direction. Okay, it is the right direction for you, and as I said, it's a clear path right up into, you know, into the future sort of type thing. So don't be afraid to do a course correction. So I'm going to leave your main reading there, but just remember that center card there, the Empress. It says, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. And you also have the 9 of Ariel here, which is abundant resources. This is wishes fulfilled, or the wish card, if you like. One of the wish cards, I'm going to say. Right, I'm going to go into your let's put this card over here. I had to put a mark in the book. Into your Wisdom of the Oracle card, one of them. You've actually got 2. This one here is number 16, and it's all that glitters. Hang on, I'm going to have to put my glasses on for this one. Nothing like a fun reading. So all that glitters, essential meaning, a need to see beyond the superficial, a desire to don a mask and dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkling new thing, being mercurial. So that's the essential meaning of this card. And it says, it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place or a thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will evaluate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it is time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all that glitters is gone. Would you still desire the object or the person? So that's your first Wisdom of the Oracle card. You have two. So hopefully you got the message from that having status, money, all that sort of type thing, it's kind of not all it's cracked up to be. You know, you're a life path number one. You don't need all these trappings. Go out there and be bright and shiny without all these trappings. If you think you could do without all these, you know, sorts of things. Again, a reference back to your hopes and fears card here, where it says extremes in how you spend or save money. Trinkets and stuff like that is not going to give you this main goal that you're planting here. It'll help you get to where you're going, but status is only just that, status. And it goes the same for people in your life. If they didn't have a cent to their name or any status, would you still be hanging around with them? And that's a very big kind of one that jumped out to me in this card. But anyway, I'll get on to your next card. So this time it's number 33 and it's got loyal. Whoops, I just dropped it. I love live videos, don't you? Just as well I'm in a good mood. This one here says loyal heart. Loyal heart, fidelity, loyalty, devotion. The oracle message, evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that spirit is always loyal to you, no matter the outer circumstances in your life. Trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. So that's just an extra sort of message. You can take that one however you basically want. But if anybody out there, especially with this card, take those off now. If you've been struggling with people that aren't loyal in your life, or their lack of loyalty in your life, or being faithful, anything like that, that card is for you. I'm just looking at the book again. Yeah, fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. So sometimes these people are set to test you in your life. That doesn't mean to say that you have to put up with that sort of nonsense. Again, I'm going to come back to this Eight of Michael card here. You can set yourself free from these situations. If a person isn't loyal in your life, isn't faithful, isn't devoted, this card here is also telling you that you can be free of this situation. You need to make a courageous choice to walk away from this person that is not loyal, faithful, or what was it? fidelity, or not, yeah, if they're not faithful or loyal or devoted, and that's straight out of the handbook on that one. So again, you know, that 8 of Michael card, there's an extra message there for you. So that was a big one, guys. It's over half an hour for your first reading. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you on your life path. For all life path number ones, you know how to get hold of me. My sign up in the background if you don't, Sunmoon Tarot Numerology. Look it up. I'm on Facebook, and I also do personal readings as well as numerology for people. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I hope this has helped for the month of September. If not, you know where I am. Time to get a reading. So I'll love and leave you and wish you well for the month of September.